we're going. Hello, this is Lisa again from Winter Sky Creations, and we have a new video this week. I'm trying to do one new video each week, and this week we're going to talk about what do you do when you want to be creative, but you don't think you have enough supplies or the right things to do it. So that is a very good question. So you don't have to have all the right stuff to be creative. And yeah, we'll have a little more coffee. Got to have the Circle's Edge coffee each episode, or at least most of them. So it is the best coffee, and I can let you know where to find it if you send me a message. But anyhow, back to our crafting. Yes, no more ums, I'll try. Anyhow, so you want to be crafty, you want to do a project, you don't think you have all the right things to do it with, it doesn't need to stop you. I participated in an online challenge here, whatever. Anyhow, I participated in an online painting, just for the fun of it, earlier last month. This is already April, so I think we're backwards. I'm not sure what to do with that, but I'm not going to worry about that today. We'll figure that out another day. It's another problem for another day. Anyhow, I did this painting here, and the first thing that you might see is, oh, you're doing a painting, but this is printed in black and white. Well, that's because my printer is only black and white. Does that need to stop me? No, because where I printed this from, I can save the photo and look at it on my phone or tablet or whatever. Doesn't need to stop me. And also, I don't like to spend money on a lot of paper, so this is, used on the other side. Frugal. That is probably one of my middle names. I have a few. Anyhow, on this list, we have, this is the supply list of what was suggested. Now, the person that did this challenge, she said, don't worry if you don't have everything, because with everything that's gone on in the past year, this is 2021 in April, with everything that's gone on in the past year, a lot of supplies, especially craft paints, they're difficult to find. They're in short supply. So you might not find the colors that she used, but she gave us a list, so we had an idea. So the first thing was a 16 by 20 canvas. Yes, I do have some 16 by 20 canvases, but I didn't want to work with canvas. I did that before. I'm fine with it. It's fun, but I wanted to be different. So I decided to do mine on beadboard paneling. I don't know if you can see much of the texture of it there. It's not, there we go. There, you can see the texture of that. This is pieces of beadboard paneling that were laying around. This frame that it's in wasn't necessary, but it was donated. It was going to be thrown in the trash at someone's house, so I coated it with some chalk paint and distressed it a little just to make it look fresh and new. And even though I wanted to do this, here, we're going to set this down a minute. I wanted to do this with the beadboard paneling because I wanted that interesting texture, but my piece wasn't wide enough. Did I let that stop me? No. I just had, because I'm not real fond of using saws at the moment, I don't know if I ever will be, but my husband is willing to. I just had him cut the piece to the size that I needed, and then I spliced the two pieces together with craft sticks and glue. And it's holding very sturdy so far. It's only a painting. It's not going to get a lot of stress, especially when it's in the frame. And I had him cut it so that, the beadboard stayed in pattern. He's really good at things like that, if you can get him on a good day when he has time. So did I let not wanting to use my 16 by 20 canvas stop me? No. Like I said, I did have some. If I didn't, it wouldn't have stopped me. I would have used a different size or whatever. But that, I just wanted to do different. And, okay, tracers. She supplies tracers That is just a line image that you can make and draw on your surface if you want. I did print them, I didn't use them. All right, brushes. All right, I did have pretty much most of the brushes that were listed on here, but I used them or I used different ones. I didn't use just the ones that were mentioned. And then we get down to the paints. I had 0 of the specific paints that she mentioned because I don't even have anything in the Deco Art Americana line. But did that stop me? No. Because, you know, black and white, they're pretty much black and white no matter what brand of paint you use. And then we had the other colors, which, you know, Laguna was a blue, Fuchsia was a pink, yellow green, Hauser dark green, navy blue, and then a extreme sheen pink tourmaline. That even rhymes. How about that? Which I did not use any of those. I used, well, as you see on there, several different colors that had very little to do with the original. I wanted to make it my own, and I didn't let not having what they had stop me from doing what I wanted. So I just wanted to do something different. When I practiced it because, for another thing, doing flowers like this, that's way out of my comfort zone. I'm just not a flower painter. So I did a sample in yellows and grays that I don't know if I like that much better. It didn't work for me. I did really like the way the texture, you can't really see it on here, but I like the way the grays in the vase turned out in person. It has some really interesting texture. But that was just a quick example of how you can craft without having everything that is on the supply list. So if you really want to craft, if you really want to be creative, like I said before, I believe we all have an innate creativity in whatever form it will manifest itself. But we shouldn't let what we have or don't have stop us from trying to be creative. If you are really driven to be creative, you will find a way to do it one way or another with what you have. And as you find your means different, or the supplies better in the stores that you shop in, then you can, you know, add to your supplies and do other things. But trying to be creative with what you have instead of what you think you need really stretches you in more interesting ways. I say, you know, just doing this video here for YouTube and my videos for lives on Facebook, I could say I can't do it because I don't have equipment that works real well. Yeah, I don't, but my phone works really well. That is the most important part. I have something to record with and upload with and get it out there to you guys. Right now, I have my phone on this miniature stand that I got really cheap on clearance. It holds the phone well, but it is not very sturdy or very tall, but it does hold it steady. That's important. And I have it sitting on a bookshelf in front of me, but the bookshelf was too far away, so I took a piece of scrap wood, slid it in the bookshelf, put some heavy books on it to weight it down in the back so it holds it out closer to where I need it to be. Now that I'll have to move as soon as I'm done, but hey, it works. And here I've used this to hide all of my junk on my desk so that it's not a huge visual distraction. I've also put, I have a very squeaky chair too. I've also put a piece of cardboard with a piece of fabric hanging over it to block off the other junk here, and there's a window that direction that when it happens to be bright and sunny out, rarely here, but it happens sometimes, that would really mess up the lighting. And for lighting, I have a clamp-on light up here on the bookshelf. I have a pole lamp over here that I drag farther over so that it gets close enough. So I have some fairly decent light. It works. If I decide I somehow come into more income, I can get all the cute little supplies and fun things to light it up and hold the phone and all that, but for now it's working. I may need to, I don't know. I don't need to. I just need to figure out ways to stay creative. So I think we're going to cut it off here so we're not too long and I don't just start rambling. So stay creative, work with what you have. You are enough. So have a good day. Hopefully you'll find some value in this content. You can like the video or dislike it, whatever you feel. Comment, subscribe. Like I say, I'll try to be here every week with a new for YouTube video and then adding some of my Facebook Lives for people to find here as well. So thank you again. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me here on YouTube, Winter Sky Creations, on Facebook at Winter Sky Creations, or on Instagram at Winter Sky Creations. I think I'm noticing a theme here. So this is Winter Sky Creations. This is Lisa saying bye. See you again.